Well, we've got some viewers now. Welcome to my Tuesday night show. I'll just wait for some more people to come in. I'm not doing readings tonight. I'm just going to say, first time of saying it, I'm not doing readings tonight. We're just working on mentoring tonight, and anything that anybody might need, guidance, just in life in general, psychic abilities, spiritual awakening, mediumship, anything like that, then now would be a good time to ask. Do not ask me for a reading because I will ignore you. This is not reading tonight. Every other time I come live except for Tuesdays is when I do the readings. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask. So I'm Bree. I'm based in Western Sydney. I am an evidential and energy psychic medium. I'm also a mentor in psychic development and spiritual awakening. I utilize all my clairs in all my readings. I don't think I've got any comments coming up at the moment, so I'm not too sure what the hell's going on. But we've got one comment. Cool. So I'll get back to my introduction. So I utilize all my clairsentience in all of my readings. I'm also a healer, so I can also heal pain and past lives as well. I just don't do medical or legal. So yeah, basically that's pretty much me in a nutshell. That's why I'm here on Tuesday nights, and tonight we are going to be going through the mediumship training deck. And this will be good because I don't really ever use this one. I have used it once or twice, but it's fantastic. And I feel that, you know, it's going to be like the way I'm going to do it tonight, right? I'm going to shuffle the cards like I would a normal reading, but whoever the card or whatever card comes out for the person that I'm shuffling for will be, you know, a message that needs to be for you, not reading, about mediumship. And it's a long one. Okay, they've got information on the back about what they are, what they do, all the different types of abilities and everything like that. Okay, so I do have a question down here by Susie Jones, and she wants to know what the difference between a guardian angel and an archangel is. Okay, so a guardian angel is more of the, I can't think of the word right now. It's Seraphium or I think I'll say it's Seraphium. That's the hierarchy. So the archangels are above those. The archangels are the ones that work directly next to God. And I think it's I have to get that angel. It's in the book, but it starts with an S. There's 3 different types of categories. And I do know from what I did study about it was that the guardian angels can be, like, I think we've all got one archangel, but the guardian angels are like the one below the archangels. So I think we've all got one archangel or a couple of archangels, but we've more got guardian angels as a way of protection, safety, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. All right, so, yeah, Alison, darling, tomorrow I'll do free readings. And any other time I randomly pop on, I'll do free readings. Not tonight, though. This is the one night a week I dedicate to helping with spiritual education. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, now would be a great time to ask. All right, so Pam Gleason. All right, hi, sweetie, hope you're well. How do I put everything together spiritually? Look, you're probably asking one of the most disorganized psychics on the face of the planet. You know that, right? When it comes to putting shit together. So basically, just allow things to come to you as they do. And if it's more than one thing that you've noticed, look for fine-tuning in your abilities when you get the earringing, because that's usually DNA upgrades. That's usually extension upgrades, and your DNA and you are being upgraded, essentially. So pay attention to that, because I find that whenever I do get a download, it is good to get information for people that I've read for. It's also good for, you know, fine-tuning and upgrading you. That's essentially what it is. So that will happen when it's meant to happen, and it will all fall into place as it should. If it can get a bit overwhelming, then just, you know, take a deep breath and just know that you're one incredibly gifted lady, and you will learn to overcome this newness of it all, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps, love. Susie, all right, so this is not readings, guys. This is just my psychic medium training day. So, Susie, damn girl, you got 3. All right, so I'm going to just do All right, I'll do 3. So first one, you got psychic touch. All right. This is, it says, I'm not going to, should I read it out to you guys? Should I read it out what each card means? Because it'll take a while. I'm not very good at speed reading. The rose meditation. This is something that I feel that you need to do a lot of the time, because when you meditate, even though I don't really meditate, you do find answers within the stillness. Okay. If it's all chaotic, you're not going to get anything. All right. And as I said that, so these are what's coming out of the deck, and that's sitting in power. That's what I just said then. Okay. And then the spirit communication process. How cool was that? Did that just not lay out like that? That was all just random how they all fell out for you then. And they all just kind of laid out in order. That was cool. But yeah, spirit, that's your final card with the spirit communication process. But yeah. So hope that helps, Susie. I have worked with archangels more than guardian angels. That's because that's your job. Okay, just because you've seen more of the. You know what? I know a friend who can communicate with other entities and other beings and whatnot. And I think that's pretty cool. And just because you feel that you are getting more message from one, it just means that you're more on that vibration. So Susie, take that as a answer for you, darling. I hope that helps. All right, so Beverly, French, how do I know if I'm supposed to be getting into serving others spiritually? Because you'll be drawn to it. You will be drawn to it. You'll want to help them. Honestly, there's going to come a time, and there has, all my life before I became a psychic medium, before I became a mother, I didn't give a about anybody else. I mean, I did, but not enough to do this. Do you know what I mean? You need to take care of you and have that selfish stage first, before you can actually then be there for other people. And then when it is time for you to be there for other people, you will actually you'll have the knowledge, you'll have the guidance, you'll be able to help them through these things. I hope that helps. So Pam, she said, I'll explain better. User, feel, hear, smell, but I just struggle to put it all together. The final outcome. What do you mean? Like, you put it all together. You've got these clear senses, you've got these abilities. Don't feel that you have to serve your purpose the minute you find out that these abilities. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell my purpose is. Do you know what I mean? I've had these abilities for 28 years. So don't feel that you are not getting anywhere because you can't figure out the outcome. Maybe the outcome isn't supposed to be, revealed to you yet. All right, so I'm not doing readings tonight. What I'm doing tonight is I'm actually, if you want a card, this is my psychic medium training deck. My mediumship training deck. All right, so what it does is it shows, or it has all the different types of things that you can use to connect to spirit. And yeah, so I feel that if I shuffle and they come out for you, then that's probably what you need to, hopefully that'll answer a question or two of yours. Okay. All right, so Susie, absolutely awesome. Fantastic. All right, so Lynn. All right, so I take by you being in my session tonight that this is something that you actually want to get into. Now, I need a vote by the end of the night by you guys. And the vote is, do I turn these lives into a group video chat room? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know, and I'll do up a tally. I'm going to find my pencil case. 1 second. Bob's got my life in it at the moment. All right, so I've got my highlighter and I've got my tally. So if you think they should stay as lives, let me know and I'll count them at the end of the live. All right, so Lynn, I'll pull a couple for you and hopefully this will help give you some sort of clarity into where you're feeling a little bit stuck. But these are not tarot cards. I'm going to have to just, keep repeating that. All right, Lynn. All right, so clairaudience and be of service. So these are very self-explanatory, and if you wanted to go back into more detail, then just message me at the end of it and I can take a photo and send it to you. But clairaudience means clear hearing, okay? Now, this is where a lot of people will, get confused with this and schizophrenia. They're very different things, okay? And be of service. So if you feel the need to alleviate someone's emotional suffering by, if you've got a spirit, with me, I know whenever I'm out and about, the amount of spirits that come through is ridiculous. It is insane. And I have to really... No, Bree, you can't just approach every person in Edmonton like a crazy person. You don't want to start any trouble. Just if someone is actually, pick and choose. But if you've got someone that's emotionally suffering and you can feel that it's for a loss or something like that, and you know that for a fact within your own heart and soul, you can walk up to them and tell them that that person's with them in spirit. You don't know how much that'll change their life, but it takes a lot of self-trust for that to happen, okay? But be of service. Trust what you hear, okay? And if it's guiding it and loving, then go with it. The best thing I can say. Alrighty, so all right, Samantha Manigan, you guys would love to get into reading tarot. Okay, so you would love to get into reading tarot. Okay, so if I'm going to be doing these groups, it's going to be of a weekly thing. I'm not going to be charging for it, but it will be leading into something I will be doing as one of my services. I'm not going to charge anything, but it will be later on. It will be like I do with my readings. You know what I mean? I come on with my live readings, and then, you know, I actually get the real reading. Same thing with this sort of stuff. Okay. All right, so Keith, that would be a good idea as you have a closed circle type of thing. Yeah. Well, I've actually set up events. Can you please sit down, Maya? Drop. I've set up events for the rest of the year. Later, drop with this sort of stuff and my live. So, all right. So Susie says yes already. We've got one tally. All right. Where's my highlighter? All right. So I want to go down from the top of the list. I want to start writing the tally. So we got one already. We got two. We got three. We've got three. Okay, now we've got four. Hello, Alice. Now we've got four. All right. And Sarah, five. I think we're going to be outweighing the lives here, guys. Going to have to be, group session, maybe like a chat room or something like that. I need to actually pay for Zoom, I think, or Skype. What do you guys prefer, Zoom or Skype? Because I've got both. It doesn't really worry me. 6. Lynn, I've got your comment. All right. So then that way you guys can interact with me, and that way I'm not waiting up here for you guys to reply back. Zoom. Okay. So Zoom would be better for most people, I think. I think a lot of people more appreciate Zoom over Skype, but it's personal preference. I'm happy to do either one. All right. Cool. Sweet. Now, I believe that I was Alice, you would love a card. Why do I feel like you're trying to practice mediumship, Alice? I don't know the situation around you, but I feel like you in particular are trying to work on something in your abilities, and you're trying to fine tune it. So I think that is really good, and I'll shuffle some of these. All right, so Alice, the first one, you've got the medium toolbox. This is a bit of a wild card. Okay, so you've even got, so your spiritual toolbox is essentially your mind. So the way that what I'm reading here, it's a spirit will never waste a thought. So anything that you get, go with it. Any information that you get, go with it, because you know what, you're getting it for a reason. If I'm doing a reading for somebody and then I say something and then that doesn't resonate, keep it in the mind. Just keep it in the back of your mind. I'm not telling you that this is what it means, what it signifies. What I'm saying is that if you keep it in the back of your mind, you'll be able to most likely join the dots up later on. It's all about up here, okay? This is also really good for evidential mediumship as well, okay? So moving down. Samantha Madigan would love a card. No dramas at all. All right, well, sweetheart, you're wanting to learn about tarot. I will be doing that on the live here. I'll be doing that in the groups as well. All you need to do is ask about the question that you want. But when it comes to learning about tarot, go with it. Don't get shy. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what you get. Honestly, like I could teach you telepathy just by, going with your gut and receiving these messages through all 6 of your class. Okay. So, we'll move on. All right, I said I'll pull a card for you, didn't I? Samantha. All right. I had to throw out a good 5 or 6 cards at me, didn't they? Oh, wait, no, maybe I exaggerated, guys. It's not that many. It's actually 3. So, wait, yep. Okay, so Samantha, clairsentience is being able to feel objects in spirit, something that you're trying to, to work on. Also, clairvoyance. You're very cognizant, which means you get you just know. Does that make sense? Also, with clairvoyance as well. Okay. Nudges. You're being encouraged to go out there, be of service. Okay. Every time it's like you watch a live, or you want to, it's like, man, I want to be there. You can be there. You can get there. You are there. You just got to, you've got the gift. All right, you just got to utilize it. All right, so, okay, well, we figured out that's going to be Zoom then. Sweet, awesome. I don't know what happened there, guys. I'm sorry. I slid out of my own chat room. Okay. The Divine Nudges is the last card here. As I said before, Sam, and I feel that this just means that you need to listen to these urges of wanting to get out there and do this sort of thing, okay? All right, so got here. I'm not doing any readings, guys. This is just for mediumship development, okay? With a bit of shuffling and pulling, card pulling. All right, so yeah, all right, so we'll just go with Zoom then. Sounds good to me. All right, so Jin Siri, I'll pull a card for you. Next week, he's going to be the homework, right? I'm not going to just keep sending you away no homework. What we're going to do next week, each card that I pull for you guys, you're going to write it down and you're going to work on it so that next time I see you, you're going to have something to tell me, some sort of feedback. And if you don't, you're under detention. Okay? I'm kidding. All right, so I'll do it here. Yeah. So I'm going to pull a card for you. I think my memory is so bad. All right, so. All right, so Jin, for you, you've got clairvoyance. Okay, working on your abilities to clearly see messages from spirit. Okay, so let me know. Sarah Duckett, love a card too, please. All right, so as I said, these are not readings; these are just mediumship toolbox, like tools to help you guys with, your abilities. Ethical awareness. You've got another one. You might be lucky. So ethical awareness and the invisible shield, and that is protection. I do know that much. But ethical awareness is making sure that you're authentic, making sure that you're doing it from a genuine, loving, kind place. You're not ever going to succeed as a psychic medium. Say, sign of spirit, as I'm saying this, you're never going to succeed as a successful psychic medium if you're going to indulge fear into people or if you're going to come across in a way that is not for the greater good. Okay? That is what that means. All right. The invisible shield, it means that you have to protect yourself. You have to actually, some people don't need to, some people do need to more than others. Some people need to a lot more than others. And it's literally just protecting yourself with the white light. Okay. So would love to get that. Was that like just flickering? Or was that your TV? My house is going to be in high activity tonight. I've got posters falling down. I've got lights flickering on and off. Great. All right. So love to get that deck of cards. Just checking the title is mediumship cards. So the title of this deck looks like this. And it's called the mediumship training deck. Very, very good. Okay. I haven't used it. Honestly, I pulled them out maybe 3 times since I've owned them. And that's been in the last nearly 2 years. So they are good, especially if you're really wanting to learn everything about it. Okay. Kevin Beck, card, please. So, Kevin, I've got a question for you. What do you think these sessions, what this session is? If you can answer me correctly, I'll pull you a card. Okay. Pam. Make sure you like and follow my page, guys. All right. Would you mind drawing a card for me, sweetie? I'm just not sure which path to follow. Look, this is not really about following paths. This is not a reading. This is about, working on your mediumship abilities if that's what you're wanting to be. Well, I can pull one for you, but clairsentience. That's the only thing you got. Oh, no, hang on. You got 2. The medium's toolbox and clairsentience. Okay, I think that you are here to comfort. You're here to alleviate pain, and you're here to be of service with your abilities. Okay, remember the first time I ever spoke to you, I did tell you that I do feel that you have abilities there. Did I not? Okay. Alrighty. Sarah Duckett, I'd like to know more about my abilities, please. Okay, so I feel that with you, this is a bit of a confusing time because you're not too sure what these abilities mean, what they represent, where they're coming from, why you feel the things you do. Is it normal? Is everyone else feeling the same things? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and yes. That's the best thing I can give you, honestly. Like all these questions are completely normal. Yes, people are going through other things, and you know, it's people are going through the same thing a lot of the time. It's all part of it. And it can be pretty scary too when all your abilities just go bang all on at the same time. You can think you're going crazy. Off to the loony bin we go. But no, it just means that you know, your higher self will never bring you to deal with something that you're not physically capable of dealing with. So if you have certain gifts that you're unlocking one at a time and it's random, it's because your higher self is allowing you to unlock those gifts one at a time at random. Each time you get that gift unlocked, it's because your higher self has given that to you because you're ready for it. Does that make sense? So I feel that with you, you've got a few of them brewing. I think there's 2 of them that have surfaced and 4 of them that you're waiting to come up, or that they're starting to surface. You're not imagining hearing things. You're actually picking up on spirits talking with white noise as well. You're actually speaking. You're also picking up on being able to hear things with nonverbal communication, which is where telepathy also comes into it as well. So, Leslie Sturdwick would love a card, please. This is not psychic medium readings. This is actually mediumship training, just mentoring sessions in my live. Okay. Samantha, I was always on detention. You know what? I only got detention. You know what? I didn't get the detention that many. I was a bit of a good girl at school, but towards the later years of high school, man, detention sucked. And the first time I ever got detention, I cried and cried and cried. I tried to cry my way out of it. Instead of just shutting up and going to detention, I just tried to cry my way out of it because I didn't want to sit. I didn't want to ever believe that I was sitting in a room for naughty students, because I was not a naughty student. I was doing my best. I was always trying to do my best. God love me. I didn't mean it. But yeah. Oh dear. All right. So what are you wowing, Alice? Let me know. Okay, I just want to help people. No, of course, and I don't doubt that for a second. Some people, though, can, you know, have other intentions, though, okay? Yes, is that spirit trying to get my attention? It doesn't have to try and get my attention. It lives in the same house as me, honestly. Like, you know what? Like, if you ever get worried about a spirit not leaving you alone, just somehow get it into a room and put salt at the door. It does work. It does work. I'll tell you why, because when I got back from Picton the other day, or the other week, sorry, from the ghost hunt, I was swear there was something walking around in the house, and it doesn't want to hurt me or anything like that, but, you know, it was just freaky hearing its footsteps so much, so I kind of, you know, when I knew it was in the room, I put salt at the door, went to bed, woke up the next morning, vacuumed up the salt, and it was free to run the house. So, yeah, spirit doesn't have to try and make posters fall down to get my attention. They've 24/7 got my attention. Oh, Alice, yes, pay attention. It's quite frustrating, isn't it? Yep, this is quite frustrating because people don't read the title. This is not a reading session. This is for mentoring. People that want to learn about the spiritual awakening and spiritual abilities and psychic abilities. Any questions, anything. Tonight is the night to ask. Not doing readings. All right, so... Yes, most certainly, just be spot on. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you always. Thank you. All right, Sarah, so you do hear a lot of ringing in your ears. Yeah. So it can be, when I started to spiritually, like seriously awaken, I was starting to think I had problems with my ears. I didn't. And I'll be like sitting there going, like trying to stop it from ringing, and I could never figure out what it was. And then 2 years later, constantly, it was, the DNA upgrades. All right, so so you guys did see the lights flicker, right? And the poster. Yeah? Okay, cool. So I'm not up here just talking shit. My house is I don't want to say it's haunted because there's not really negative spirits here. They don't really bother me if they are negative. I mean, as long as they don't pick me up in midair and throw me across the house, we're all dead. Andy Hoskins, you're Aussie. No, I'm Irish. Of course I'm Aussie. Very distinct accent I have. All right, so... Yeah, look, don't try and tune it in. Just let it play. Just let the disconnection feeling of your eardrum and then the reconnection part, just let it happen. Don't try and tune into it. Oh my God, I just got a migraine thinking of trying to tune into that annoying noise. Just allow your body to take these upgrades, and you'll notice the changes when like each time it happens, even if they're just minute. Okay, Jin, you did miss yours, mate. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go back through the live to get your card. All right, so I've been told that I'm an empath and healer by a few mediums. Okay, all right, okay. Do not ever go off. This is one thing that does really shit me to tears is when people go, and I'm not having a go at you, sweetheart. Please don't think I am. People go, I've been told I'm this. I'm told. If I told you that you had green hair and 3 heads, would you believe me? I believe that you have these abilities. Good, you do. You've got these abilities. People try and no one's ever told me I'm a psychic medium. I knew that myself. I had to research it to find out that what happens when I talk to dead people. I'm a psychic medium. No one will ever correctly tell you what you are. You have to know what you are. So just be careful of people that are going to try and tell you that you're this, that you're that, that you're this, that you're that, because you could not feel, or if you don't resonate to it, then they're just talking out their ass. Okay, so you are a healer. All right, I'm just telling you that you are a medium, but for future reference, don't feel that you have to get that validation from other psychic and mediums, because one day you'll hear the wrong information that you don't want to hear, and it will be it can be quite frightening, it can be quite frustrating, or quite financially costly. Let me tell you. I hope this helps, lovely. Please don't feel like I was having a go at you. I'm coming from a good place. Okay. All right. So, do you recommend doing chakra work daily, or is weekly enough? You do it as much as you feel that you need to. So I don't do any of that, or even meditate or anything like that. So unless someone comes to me needing their chakras balanced and cleansed, then yeah. But if you feel that you need to do it, then do it weekly, or do it daily, do it minutely, do it hourly. Do you know what I mean? You do it when you feel that you need to. It doesn't have to be in routine. Okay, Kathleen, I have premonitions and then they happen. So you're psychic. You get premonitions. So do you see these premonitions in your third eye when you're awake, or do you see them when you're actually dreaming? Dreaming. I just heard dreaming. Okay. Yeah. So basically, what I believe with your higher self, right? So when you get the premonitions, the first premonition I ever got was me after a car accident on a morgue's table, walking in between my family members, looking down at my own dead body. That was my first ever psychic premonition about myself. I had to sell the car I had, and then it never came back. It's your higher self giving you these glimpses of the future so that you can actually do something about it, or you can have some warning about it, or you can, do you know what I mean? Your higher self knows the exact journey that you're going to take. It knows the exact journey that you are taking. And if you're going to see somebody get hit by a car, God forbid, right, and you're getting glimpses of that, it's your higher self going, go on, you might actually be able to do something to save this person's life. You always get images and glimpses from your higher self for a reason. And yeah, I hope this makes sense. Alice, who taught me all this, babe? Nobody taught me. I am all intuitive. This is all intuition. This is all just what I know that I know. I don't know how I know it, but I know that I know. And that's all I know. So I hope that answers your question. Hi from Ireland. He's been constantly ringing the last few years. I also feel people's emotions and energy. Ah, cool. That's how I do my readings too. So that's exactly what I do right there. So you've got the same abilities as, you could read energy the minute you walk into a room. You can sense energy, and it's almost like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like you probably had quite a rough childhood to the point where you've had to really sit there as a child and evaluate the environmental changes in order to survive. If this is going to bring up any traumatic memories, I do apologize, but it's sort of people that have had traumatic events in their life are going to train themselves to notice peaks and drops in the energy around them and the environment around them in order to survive. So that's also something to pay attention to as well. I feel like that's something you've gone through. People's emotions and energy, that's amazing that you can do that. And that's something that, that's what makes people in the world different. And it's what's going to bring a greater change into the world. Don't allow these people's emotions to be absorbed as your own. Observe, don't absorb. Okay? Yeah, Elise, no one taught me all this, darling, at all. My partner had a near-death experience and I was constantly ringing in the ears from brain injury. So that would be look, you know what? I think that was the start of the spiritual awakening. That's their dark night of the soul. And this just means that they're going to start waking up. You know, like I had a bit of a similar experience, probably had the brain injury from a long time ago. I haven't got brain injury, but like I shouldn't joke about that. I'm really sorry. But with the ringing in the ears, I had that after I had a serious car accident. Okay, so whether that's same brain injury, I don't think it is. Like I had something force me into my seat and have this shield around me. That whole car accident, it wasn't brain injury, and I start getting these ringing in my ears, and that's when I started to become really spiritual as well. So, yeah. All right. So, like you said, you haven't touched these cards in 2 years, and it comes so natural. Well, I'm here to help educate spiritually. I suppose that's my purpose, and that's kind of why I think I know the things I know. But if I don't know anything, I'm not going to babble on about it. I'll be like, I don't know. I don't get everything, including I don't even get the numbers to the winning lottery. You know, funny that. I wish I could. Michelle, we all have the ability to heal. We just need the tools to develop the ability. No, you just need to learn to heal yourself. You don't need to develop any sort of tools. Healing comes from within yourself. And everybody is their own healer. So a healer is not somebody that you come to for healing. A healer is somebody that you come to show you how to heal yourself. And then you can heal others by healing yourself, if that makes sense. Okay, Sarah, thank you. I try to believe in myself. I'm working on it. And you will. Honestly, listen to your voice. Just trust your path. Trust your that voice that you get, and just trust the decisions that you make. Okay? Like you're going the right way. Promise you, you're doing well. Okay, so Samantha, do you think a medium and psychic ability is hereditary? Yes and no. Psychics, everybody has the ability to be a psychic. You know, everybody can connect to consciousness. Everybody can do telekinesis. Everybody can do pyrokinesis. Everybody can do anything that they want when it comes to mind power and all that kind of stuff. Mediumship is a bit different. Mediumship is more of a hereditary thing, or people that have died and come back. But to learn to be psychic, you can learn to be a psychic medium still, but it'll take the difference between someone that's gifted and someone that's not is that you need to learn how to get to that point. Someone that's gifted can naturally do it, but you can still do it. You can still get to that end result. It's just going to take a little bit harder work than other people, and it might not with other people. Does that make sense? So, you know, if you are, so no one in my family is a psychic medium at all. Nobody is, even I'm the first one. Well, actually, my second cousin, which is probably this much related to me, is also a healer too, but no one in my actual family has got any of these abilities. I died for 4 minutes when I was 4 weeks old. I stopped breathing. Completely stopped breathing. So how I came back with these abilities, probably a bit of brain damage. I mean, have you seen how I carry on sometimes? But no, honestly, these come back with these abilities and to not, you know, have suffered serious consequences is amazing. So yeah, it's crazy about my first premonition. You're telling me. You're telling me, especially with remote viewing as well. I was the first time I actually caught somebody out doing the wrong thing, and I was remote viewing. I didn't even know how to put it into remote. Like I didn't even know what it was. I just knew that I knew, and I could see what they were doing, and the guilty actions got them caught out. So it's it all works out until you explain to the person that you see it all in your mind, and then you seem a little bit crazy, and then everything that you were onto them about and everything that they knew that they were getting caught out just goes out the window. So probably, I should have missed that part out. That was back when I was like 18. So 10 years ago now. Wow. All right. So I get glimpses with my daughter and it happens. Yeah. No, it's full on sometimes though. Full on sometimes. We'll scrap this comment. Next. All right, Susie, you're putting so many things into this evening into words that I have experienced. So beautiful. Oh, thank you, darling. Angie Lynch, you're so right about trauma. You're so good. Thank you, darling. Numerology. Now, that's something I could talk about. So I have just started doing numerology, and it's actually really interesting. So the only reason I bring myself into a situation where I'm reading for someone, or, you know, it's because I'm relating. So with numerology, I am 11th of the 4th, 1994. That's 29. If you add every single, you add every single number up as a single digit. With my birthday, it will get to 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. And I was born at 11:29, which is 11, and then 29, which also is also 11. 11 is my master number, and it is all number 2, I think, is my life path number. And I'm telling you, these things are so scarily accurate. It's not even funny. I just need your date of birth. I just need your first name, your last name, and your place of birth, and your time of birth. You can give me those. I'll be able to do your numerology report. And it's like, I don't even actually know. I don't think I need your date of birth, no, your time of birth or your place. I just need your birth date. What's a master number? Okay, so a master number is the number that it's essentially the number that it's really hard to explain it. I haven't really thought about how to explain it properly. So a master number is, so when you add up all your numbers, like I said, and you keep adding it till it's a single digit, that is your master number, or it could be your life path number. Your master number generally won't go past this 2-digit unless it goes back to a 1. If it's something that it's complicated. But you've got your life path, your destiny number, your karmic lessons, your karmic debt, your connection to your higher self, all that kind of stuff. So you get, it's oh, my laptop's about to die. Hang on, I gotta find its charger. What did you say? Charger, babe?
For what?
My laptop. Oh, over there. Sorry. Otherwise, we're gonna cark it. Thank you. Yep. So numerology is fascinating, and everyone I've read for with numerology, it's tedious. It's a long process. It's a lot to read. It's a lot of information, but you do find out a lot about yourself. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad I stumbled upon it. I was just adding up today's number, and no, Carolyn, you got 11 as well. Awesome. So I know that mine is 11, and life path is 2 or 3. Destiny number for me is 3. I think you have to get yours read. You're a 1. I do know the 1. Honestly, I can't remember word for word what I have to go back and read it. But yeah, they're really interesting. Everybody's life path number is the life path they need to take. It's so fascinating how with astrology, it's all in the sky. It's all written in the stars. It's great. Even with numerology, astrology, numbers, it's all written. It's all written there. Well, okay. So if you want to do, all right. So where's my pen? All right. So I'll do. All right. I'll get a pencil case. My trusty pencil case, and I'll get a pen out, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay. My horrible, disgusting pencil case, guys. I apologize. All right, so pen. All right, spit me out a birthday, someone, and I'll show you how to add it up, and it's really quite simple. But I don't know every single number of what it could possibly mean, all of them. But yeah, first person to give me their birthday, come on, I'll add up their numbers. I won't be able to do the whole thing up here. I'm still learning how to do it. Alice, okay, so you got 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7. Now, because I'm totally bad at math, I'm going to just get the calculator up. So you've got 1 plus 1 9 plus 8 plus 7. Okay, so that's 26. So yeah, 9. So 26, and then you just add the 2 and the 6. So that would be 9. So your master number is 9, and your life path will probably be, it gets complex as you go ahead with it. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Give me 2 seconds to get back to Chrome. There we go. Whoa! I said one number, one birthday. I'm not doing all of them. I'm getting off in a minute. Yeah, it's interesting. So add up your birth date. So Andy Hopkins, for example, so it'd be 2 plus 5 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5. Add all of them up. If it comes to a double-digit number, plus those singles, like separate them into 2 single ones and add them again, and then you get your single number. That's your master number. Now that I've got a breath. All right, so just reading Angie's comment. I've seen visions in my home, and so has my son, and he had bacterial meningitis and had to be resuscitated and has needs now. I'm very confused. Can you please elaborate? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you. That was, yeah, you know what? People take me off topic all the time. You know, Spirit does it all the time. I'll be in the middle of saying something and then I'll yeah, I'll give you my little tips and ticks on how to catch me out on that sort of stuff. Yeah, to catch me off topic. Yeah. Numerology. Add your birth dates up. You know what? That can be your homework, all of you, for next week. Give me some information about your numerology reports. Okay. Hope you guys had a good night, and I will see you probably tomorrow or whenever I go live now, but I'll definitely see you next week. Okay. I'll talk to you all soon.